Alright, let's bring this thing on up. How are folks doing tonight? Hey, Dragon. Bear with me here while I get everything sorted out. Go away. You maybe get turned back up. Come on. You can see it. Game's around. It exists. There you go. Oh my goodness. Hi, how's folks? We've got a lot to do, and, you know, a stream night worth of time we're doing it, so let's start working. Some stuff. We picked up this great sledgehammer. It absolutely replaces this other sledgehammer. I need to start working in, okay, that's solved, so switch to the next thing. Like, this longbow, despite everything, is a teeny tiny upgrade, which I hate. The stat differences are not really meaningful. The upper round on the numbers actually is, so grab it, move it, great, use it, done, whatever. This rifle, again, teeny upgrade. I'd like a better upgrade, but whatever. We're at the point right now where I'm going to go ahead and grab this upgrade, even though I would rather have the experience on the other wand, because we need the damage. Yes, we do. Alright, keep rotating things up until I've had a chance to look at them on the context of characters. I don't actually have anyone who is doing the I need you to have potions perks, so we'll stack things up on Lamase because, you know, he's as good as I got for, why don't you have some things? He's also definitely got room to have a second trinket, and a second trinket that does magic damage would be huge on him. That said, one that does crit power is actually huger. The resistance reduction is not really needed for him. He's already got a fair chunk of resistance reduction just by virtue of doing magic damage. So, you know, stacking his crit power through the roof is at least funny. Alright, there is... that scepter with the poison damage is so sad. Because it's a great big damage upgrade for the base damage, but that poison damage is doing me no good there. Here it's sort of useful. We'll grab it anyway. That might get held on to for a bit. The shield, on the other hand, is worth an action point, which is just amazing on pretty much anyone who uses a shield. Yeah, this one, on the other hand, can go. I don't think I really have anyone who needs this winged helmet. I've got a couple of people on some very basic helmets. It may as well go on you. It's better than that kettle helm. And that kettle helm is slightly better than what you're wearing. Although the leather cap +5 is also slightly better than what she's wearing. That block bonus on it is great, but not actually better than anything my melee dudes are on. You may as well go to that, but it's not really useful. This is distinct and actual improvement despite everything. I don't really need the stun chance on him, so it's not a meaningful stat for him. No one else is wearing anything such that this leather armor is useful to them. It's fine. This is just a straight up upgrade to her ridiculously bad light armor. What is even that? Terrible is what that is. And this power staff is a distinct and useful upgrade to the other one. Very minor, and losing out on the experience gain is sad, but whatever. We're at the point where that damage tells. This is basically what she's wearing, only slightly worse, but with a good damage buff. Yeah, I don't know. This works well over here, so we'll drop that. These plus crit pants are really tempting here on my archer dude, who is doing his critically best to crit things, and even more tempting on our rifleman here, who is, again, doing their best to crit everything to the critting. These heavy pants have an action point on them, which is like the one reason to bother with them, but they're actively and otherwise demonstrably less good, which is just rough. And I don't have anyone who actually took coagulation. Technically, Johan could. Accepting the action point, there wouldn't be an upgrade on anyone. That said, she doesn't have any useful things going on with her pants, so they may as well go to you. Have that. Have the pretense of we are solving a problem. And literally all the rest of this can settle. Which kind of puts us into that let's rotate the shop space on our money again, which is great. But I don't love it, because I'd like to be spending that money on things that are going to give us useful, dangerous upgrades, and I don't really have it. Yeah, everything that... I've got 3 shops down. Everything I want out of those shops is already upgraded out. So we're at this point of kind of stalemated on money. Which is fine. I mean, I'd much rather be in the position of, we've got so much money, I don't know what to do with it. Alright, now we've got some teleporting around the city built, which is a good deal. Okay, 3, 2, 3, 2. So let's plan around this side being the heavy side. Just start checking ballista for ones that are not tightened up. There we go. Yeah, and from here we'll just start re-rolling. So at this point we're basically just scamming the shop looking for the one perfect item that we need. This longbow is an upgrade, although not an amazing one. This power ring is a middling upgrade, and I mean really, really middling, because we're talking, you know, 2% damage bonus. in exchange for losing the propagation? Probably not. If it added a second multi-hit, I definitely would have been all over it. I am, in fact, in the process of rerolling the shop for better outcomes, so yes. Teeny tiny relevant rifle upgrade. This hat is absolutely amazing for a dagger user, and it's a shame we don't have one. And is kind of pretty great for a wand user or a poison user. We'll throw it on her because poison. But it does make me wish I had a half-decent dagger character built. Which we don't, and which I'm probably not gonna on account of the only poison character I've got is spec'd way out in the staffing. Yeah, if this dagger had poison damage on it to go with it, I would actually replace the crossbow. It does not. Let's bump some things on the characters before I lose track of what we're doing or before we start running into other bits and pieces. But, you know, we're down to that point of, okay, we're scumming the shop hard, and I'm kind of fine with that. Yeah, I'm going to grab this over his current eye patch, even though it has the action point on it, because we just got him an action point on the pants, and throwing another multi-hit on his wand is just amazing. I think that's probably good enough. And it means we've got that action point eye patch floating around, and that can just go over to her. Have a patch. Dump that. None of the rest of what we're finding here is really worth talking about. And okay, yeah, we can blow another 50 and reroll, but it won't really leave us with enough to be worth talking about. That's fine. We'll just roll that money over. Set our two melee characters to hold sides on their own. Actually, we can pretty much just count on Jelenka to hold a side on her own now. So why don't you hold up here? I would really like a somewhat nastier crossbow for him, but we're in a pretty good spot here. And we got our first incoming bulkies. Hardly unexpected. Well, yeah, Lamas is getting a little terrifying. Actually, you can just teleport right the hell in. Yeah, she's got a range issue from where she started. Yeah, I think the trailer might have missed some things on this game, Erebor, because it's kind of great. Now, admittedly, there's a lot of work that comes into making your characters this ridiculous. And I'd argue that we're really only about halfway there. Yeah, no, we're in a bad spot to get anything else done here. Melee characters. She's about to get stunned, too. Not that I expect her to end up with a serious problem this turn. Where do we take the shot with you? We have a line of sight problem past those shields, so we take the shot at the shields with you. There we go. Past that, your job is cleanup of individual targets. Actually, your new job is take heavy shots. There we go. Right there. Is that the mist line? Yeah, that's the problem. So I can't actually hit that second bulky. That's fine. Switch to the wand. Bulky's got 1,200 hit points left. That's a minimum of 3 shots and a maximum of 6. So 1, 2, 3. Got it. And let's get him out of that line of fire with the last move. Tap him out. Mostly so a ballista doesn't waste a shot in his ass. Okay, we've got an elite over here. He's sitting on regen 20. We need to pop our archer over the wall. Drop a big stun into that pack. I need him or him to be an isolated target. There we go. Yeah, okay, region 20, but it won't save him. Let's sneak over here. There we go. Call that good enough. You have really not a lot to do over here. Throw a poison at that group. Tap him once. How's your move situation? Pretty great. So why don't you warp to here? Let's hear it for multi-sided defense. And you see that bulky? I need you to delete him. Not really enough, but go ahead and head back to your side. No? Oh, right, only once a turn, that's fine. Yeah, we're taking stuns because bulkies are getting into range. And I can't really, like, not spend my turn knocking the bulky down. Let's see, he's taking 360 some odd, so 2 shots of that to him, 1 over here. Didn't quite put him into dead. Bulky is actually done for already, so probably get a big shot through the back. That curved in a way I wasn't expecting. 35 resistance are at everyone around him. Funny. Yeah, you aren't allowed to be alive. That's how this goes. So... 2... 1800, minimum of 6, probably. Yep. 700, minimum of 2-ish. That dude is terrifying. Made more terrifying by the fact that we forgot to use cheer on him. Yeah, over here we have a distinct problem shaping up. And that region 20 turned out to be a lot bigger for him than I was expecting. Gonna say, we really need a gigantic crit right there. Yeah, not enough. So the good news there is that Thorn's gonna help that guy enormously this turn. Bad news is he's absolutely taking it in the face. Nobody clicked that. I was clicking him. Okay, please crit this so hard. Thank you. I need you to do it again here. Not so much. You had one job. Alright, then you need to dump across the wall is what you need to do, because you can't be here. I love that big poison spirit attack. Just, you know, targets dead, 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 dead all over the board. Meanwhile, she continues to have fun on her side of things. Why don't you taunt him? And we need to cheer to the wand guy. And then spend our life reducing bulkies, because those cannot be allowed to exist in our space. Hey, ECT, how you doing? Minimum is 3 minimum. One minimum. I have had a positional error. Yeah, dude actually needs to switch sides now. Because we're on the last part of the night and this side is thinned. He doesn't have enough movement points to do it. Plus he's about to get thumped on. Although not as bad as our walls are. Ow. Stop touching my walls. Alright. Pop across. And I need you to go visit the top. Oop. No, that's a problem. Can you see anything from here? Yes. Well, that side is now done. That side's done. He is now an isolated target. Yeah, not really enough damage that it'll have to do. And that's what we got. It does sound nice today. Yeah, Eleonora just does not have enough movement to be involved in the fight over there. Not without some extras. And here we're going to have to be careful because she has enough propagation to be in danger of hitting him if she aims anywhere near here. He's done. $1,500, a minimum of 3. What it really needs to do is tip them over the now they are dead threshold. With the poisoned guys everywhere. Alright. Yeah, his problem now is one of breach. Nope. Yeah, she can actually hit the one remaining target I care about, which kind of puts us in that space. Okay, well, throw a big dodge both down and call it good. Thorns will make him regret his life, and we can hit in turn and just win this, but I think I will give those kills to this dude. And the power staff, just because we can. Well, that was exciting. Yeah, Johann actually could have used just a few more kills, because he was just 16 shy of leveling. Yeah, see the mists repel back? That is the sign that we are done. And we got the boss visible. So tonight's our boss night. Gather everyone up. Bump the heal. Spend a worker healing everybody. We're inside range on the freebie without bumping it, so we'll just take it. $200 points spent on crossbows, so now our first variant crossbows can start appearing. Let's finish Jeweler and go ahead and start Alchemist. And now it becomes a question of where do we want stuff thrown. Throw 2 dudes, add more materials. We're gonna need them. Tonight's the night. And then spend dudes on scavenging every item out of this mess we can get. Dump both of our mana freebies on Johann, who ended up low. Alright. Mist isn't max, so we can't dump that out any further. So yeah, at this point we're down to, you know, roll for items and hope. We've got a lot of rolls. And also 800 resources worth of materials to work with, which, you know, is a good step. We're gonna blow a chunk of those just repairing up, though. And then, You know, where we've got walls, solidify, solidify. Will that be enough? I doubt it. Well, there is a straight-up level 5 sledgehammer, which is probably the big bonus we want for that melee character. Certainly beats the shit out of those other two options. These are pretty much straight up terrible. The shield is very good, but not really that relevant to my interests. And certainly not going to beat out his. I have an action point in this shield. Those are just not that good. These are actively worse. That's fine. Oh, that's an offhand wand. Try again. Not what we need. Yeah, small and measurable downstep. The offhand wand is the expensive piece here. This is such a good scepter with that propagation bonus, and it's really sad because the base damage is just not where we need it. The power staff is great and sits on that same propagation bonus, and then again has the base damage problem. We're going to pick it up anyway because it's the most expensive object here. And truthfully, the stat bonuses on it are so amazing that it might still be worth throwing on him. Here is exactly what we need for the wand guy. It's that same wand, only with +2 range. Because we're going to set him up as our boss killer. Obviously. He is absolutely the monster of single target damage in the party. None of these are what I need. Of these, the 64 armor is the expensive item. Do you seriously not have a trinket on? that we can find better crossbows, here it is. It feels really sad that this non-enchanted helmet is actually the good object, but I guess it's a level 5. Yeah, there's no way I can't find a use for +2 action points on a character right now. Bigger poison damage bonus in exchange for lose a bounce on propagation. Kind of a mixed bag. Alright, I had some unambiguous actual upgrades. That sledgehammer. This one is now a cell. Yeah, theoretically there's someone whose these pants are amazing on. In practice, that person is probably not in our party. They certainly don't go on one of our backline archers. Hold that one anyway. This paladin shield is not an upgrade over her current one. That is a direct downgrade. That is a pistol. That's the offhand wand. That was a self-fodder. The main hand wand, however, is an upgrade. Okay, that tucks up for later consideration, so does that. And yeah, sure enough, he doesn't actually have a trinket, so yes, lose 6% damage, gain an extra AP. This kettle hat is a straight upgrade of your current terrible kettle hat. We'll just continue the tradition of you having a bad hat. This armor is absolutely an upgrade for her. And this armor is absolutely an upgrade for him. That goes on her even though I don't love it. That isn't much use to anyone else. That armor we just took out. That'll cove is bad. This scepter is not an upgrade. Well, no, it really is. It's got a momentum bonus, and that is huge for scepter. Try again. This crossbow is absolutely an upgrade. And I want to put the action point trinket on you. Probably in place of the crit power trinket. You can lose the XP gain trinket in... I love the reliability on that for your longbow, but whatever. In place of the ISO trinket, probably, although the crit power trinket is also very sensible. I think the ISO trinket makes slightly more sense. Lose all of these. Yeah, no point in holding back anything at this point. We are now basically purely in the market of scum out whatever interesting bits of trivia we can find in the shop. Although we shall also level our dudes. Big isolation bonus on accuracy, based on accuracy. For accuracy being 46%, it's just a straight up 46% to single isolated targets. This basically makes her the boss killer. Whether that will hold true or not kind of depends on how our wand guy does too. But it's amazing, is what it is. Big crit power bonus right now. Yes, please. 5% more damage. Yes, please. Take it. Roll with it. Jelenka is like already way specced out into propagate really hard and can get some extra bounces, which is kind of absolutely a thing we need right now on her. So it's not terribly difficult. And then it's going to, as those things kill things, shift her from extra bounces down to extra damage, which, whatever. That'll matter, but it'll matter over time. And I don't know that we're going to have a lot of time to worry about it. Tempted by skill range, but not super tempted. These are kind of mostly wrong for her. Have some move points, I guess. This is no help. Take reliability, I guess. But it's a dead litter stat, is what it is. I would really like her to be in a position to deal great big stupid damage to stupid targets. But what I'll do instead is put her in Fortress Master. Oh, max perks is reached. No more perks. That's sad. This is also sad. Do you have something on this side that I absolutely want? Yes, you have a big armor bonus. Reroll that one more time. Take an opportunism bonus. It's not great, but whatever. Thurlow has just, like, never gelled the way I needed him to. I think we'll grab him Surgical Strike just to punk out full health targets harder. Like, the thing he has always needed is a whole lot more crit power. And we did not roll it this time. Again. He's just middling. Lamos, on the other hand, is a freaking arcane juggernaut of destruction, and then rolled into Big Game Hunter. Dude. Yeah, so I guess let's shop scum real hard. We're probably only in the business of looking for really good level 5 items, but, you know, I will at least glance at non-level 5 items. That can go to Danica. I'm tempted to pick up that just to get rid of the propagation bounce problem on our mage cape. I think I'm gonna. What is even this shop? Garbage is what this shop is. Try again. Do better. There's another strength potion. We can end the trend of very bad hats. And I guess we're gonna. There's another big potion of strength. So one of the little bits of trivia is we've been running around with this steel hammer +1 on her for a very long time now, and it needs to stop. I wasn't gonna give this cape a second glance, but it's sitting on an action point. And a bunch of crit. Do you see this ridiculous thing? This ridiculous thing has turned our wand guy into the Juggernaut. 1 action point, 2 multi-hit. What the fuck? It'll do. I specifically want a potion of speed for our poor melee user who cannot get her ass to fights. It's a problem. Yeah, and in fact, I'm going to grab this 3 movement point trinket for her, too. Alright, let's do some updating and adding in before we get too sidetracked. Whoops, sorry. You need this potion and this hat. No, that's the versus the action point eye patch. It's tough. Still relevant. Nah, we'll let him have the action point hat. Of the other hat, rather. Alright, you have this horror melee weapon. You just have this ridiculous shield. Go to 7 action points and enough multi-hit to +5 stinking multi-hit, which is max, by the way. So he's doing multi-hit 9 with the wand. That speed potion is meant for you, and you may have a damage potion, and you may have a damage potion. And you are specifically meant to have the move booster. Yeah, and you may as well have it in place of this crit power booster, seriously. Why do I have a level 1 charm still? In fact, just go nuts. And then this was meant for you in place of that. There we go. Yeah, if I could just get a level 5 crossbow for him, that would make my day measurably better. I don't think we're gonna. Oh. Well, okay then. This is kind of tragic as crossbows go, but it's still measurably good. Just, you know, probably not worth grabbing over his current crit power one. This is sad. I feel sad. Only a little sad. We're at the point where I'm down to looking for very weird and highly specialized bullshit, and that's probably happy. This tunic is such bullshit. It's great. Plus 25% more poison damage, actually probably worth losing another action point on her. We'll throw the tunic on him and, you know, continue the trend of turning him into something ridiculous. And we can throw the action pointers on her. There we go. We're really at the point of chasing and not finding at this point. Down to 100. Won't be able to afford much if we find it. Whatever. Call it good. Prowess has been accomplished. I bet it relates to buying items. Yeah. Heroes now start with a trinket. We may have been a little crazy with our trinkets coming there. I'm fine with that. Alright. Here it comes. Eleonora, your job is to hold this side. Actually, this side, because it has slightly more guns. And you've got the... Did you get that perk? You did not. That's okay. It's still funny. Hold that side. Thurlow... I don't have you in kill my boss spaces. You are my boss killer. Danica, you are my other boss killer. Thurlow, you're holding this side and may contribute to the boss if you see fit. Johan, have fun over here. Danica, I didn't assign. Jelinka, rather, I didn't assign you. Go over here. Minimum 1. But wait, there's more, he says. Guess who forgot to use the damage potions? Yeah, okay, so the boss is deleted. Oh my goodness. Okay, we just discovered that those exploded no poison cloud, and it sucks. Yeah, I saw them, I just couldn't get to them. I really need the fish to pop right back up. I don't think it does. Don't mind me, I have a drinking problem that I'm trying to breathe my drink. Yeah, so. Absent another plan. Don't line of sight me. Cheerio. Yeah, and his job this turn is just going to be pick off targets for funsies. There's no point in going too hot and heavy. Not over here, anyway, where things are mostly under something like a control. That guy's dead. basically that side of things is mostly dead. Alright, we're starting some obvious things here. Obvious place number 1 up here. So, can you snipe that? Yes. Pop the potion, snipe it hard. Switch to the isolation weapon. Stop. Take the cheer first. There we go. Pop the potion. Go ahead. I see you still have points left. Please intersect wand into targets until you do not. How dare you live through that? I think we might be onto something. Kind of got a problem on this side where I've got way more than I can really deal with. Pop the poison onto the egg. It should also explode that, allowing us to kill the egg before it hatches. Slither this way, slow them. That makes him susceptible to getting... not deleted exactly with our weapon, but that's okay. Tuck in, it's gonna get hot. I can't quite get over there. Well, oh, dummy. Alright, two things. One of those things is you really probably should dumpster things over here. The other is, why are you not using your potions? You doofus. There we go. Not that we should do that now. We should have done it at the start of round. Whatever. Alright. What's his actual stun range? Pretty big. So let's dunk clear over here and try and be out of it. Success. Yeah, Jelenka got the rough wall solo. It's a problem. Also, on the subject of problems, that thing does not actually have a adjacent target to bounce off of. Yeah, she can't do much of use there. That's fine. You know, he's causing some mayhem, and that'll just have to be good enough. I actually have to punch him clear out, because I need to be able to step out. No, I don't. That was a mistake. We're at this point where I'm still contributing on the crossbow guy, but it's mild. That's fine. Buff. Can you... If I move over here, can you get her? It's a line of sight issue? Yeah, probably. If you move up here, can he catch you? Yes. Yeah, I'll take that. Down to 2,400. Then move 6. We're just going to commit the lot. And there we go. That emote seems on point for this, yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I thought I recognized it as a Dark Souls thing. That is a lot of essence. Alright, so... feeling curious. 8 critical hits in a turn. Here, spend 80 mana. That doesn't seem like enough to cover what we spent. I feel like we are... this is very loud. I feel like we are in Chasm because it knocked down stuff at the end with the explosion. And the big chunk of that damage was on Jelenka. Although Eleonora also took it in the face. Also, relative kills. Eleonora and that hammer just went to town. Oh. Alright, break the seal in Lakeberg, of course, unlocks Glenwald. It also gives +1 action point to everybody. Nice. You know, I don't know Dragon House. I'm really only picking up ammo supplies so that, Okay, I wish I hadn't started clicking that, because it turned out it cost way more than expected and it wasn't showing. And we can't exactly unclick it now, so whatever. I guess we'll be picking that up later. Good morning, Trouble. We, just finished Lakeberg. Glenwald is sitting on 7 base omen. That is a lot. I think we're going to pull in Tainted Bloom. I think we're going to pull in Leapfrog. I can definitely see some movement options with that that we wouldn't otherwise have. Pull in the accuracy bonus, pull in the crit bonus, pull in the move bonus. Move was a big issue the last run. And I'd like to kick this thing over to an extra fast start somewhere. I think we'll start with the Supplies Omen to just start slapping down, because that is an extra heavy ballista right off the bat, or 2 light ones. And we'll call that good. I'm going to start this, but I'm going to stand up, stretch, get some drink, be back in a minute. Because, you know, we're at the halfway mark. This is a good stopping point for a minute. And I'm sitting here going, I don't want to stand up, I hurt still. Yeah, yuck. I said mute that. Don't not mute that. Good night, CT. Thanks for coming in. Alright, let's see what we got. Pardon me a sec. Message traffic, so I'm just making sure nothing too important is going. The answer is no. Okay. What do we got? We got a sledgehammer dude. Alright, so first things first. We've got this very impractically designed space. And trees everywhere. And everything is coming in from this away. So, So we've got a book user who started with a propagation bounce but a mana penalty. Backstabber and weakling. Low health. Not great. Our melee dude here started with bounty hunter and an extra move point. Started with insomniac, so very low regen. Plus poison damage. This is not an ideal sledgehammer dude, by any means. Although not a bad back dagger one with an isolation bonus and a poison damage bonus. And then Maeve, who started with minus magic damage, but plus health, minus armor, plus resistance. Kind of a middle-of-the-road set of perks, not really relevant to the fact that she's currently running a hand crossbow. She has started with CG perks. Proximity shot and shorter range and surgical strike. But also quantity versus quality and volatile reaction, which makes for some really, really good blaze shots from hand crossbow. So I can definitely see her working from where she is. Meryl is sitting on the poison tree and could definitely go Druid Staff based on that. Especially with an extra propagation bounce. Goron basically started with the I would like to be a dagger guy build. All of it. Whole thing. So I guess that's what we're doing. Roll with it, deploy like that. Call it good. That damage is so sad. I guess you're waiting. Yeah, that'll do it. Suppose I could have stopped before one of those shots and actually let him just die out. Oh well. Yeah, the rest of that can be played as cleanup for you. I'll roll with this. Poison's got him down. Is that good enough? Just gonna keep misclicking things, I can tell. I'd really like the rest of these to wander in at this point. Yeah, that's what I thought, just not quite. One more guy, and he's just parked off in the sludge. You gotta wait for him to actually get into town. Thank you. Take the poison damage hat. We'll come back to that in a minute, because we're going to have to, like, immediately start building up our economy here. Okay, there's a third dude. Scavenge that, which gets us a big chunk of space to build in. There's our fourth dude. Alright, that needs to get peeled up. I'd like to grab more of the rest of that, but I'd also like to end up with enough, resources to actually start working the problem today. Also, I expected to put another house here, which is why I had done some very careful fiddling, and that turned out to be incorrect because we've got the fourth house already. And I doubt that we're going to be going to house number 5 here on this run. Indeed, no. So we'll just tuck a mana well. Well, space issues. Yeah, it won't let me actually look at stuff. I think I can still fit something in this space. So we'll tuck our first mana well in over here. Call it good. And of course we've got a bunch of new scenes for her being all tripifying and whatever. Alright, quick check, not you, with the shop. On the off chance they had a dagger we could afford, they do not. Similarly, the poison damage weapon that we've got going on here, the helmet we've got going on here, is not terribly useful to us until I get one. That's fine, it's still worth a big chunk of armor. And you know, we'll plan for a build at some point. Maybe we'll get one out of the corpses. Nope. Yeah, this is honestly kind of terrible. This one is at least middling better, but still not amazing. I feel like I should be able to do something with 27 gold, but I don't think I can. Yeah, not so much. Call it good. Do some leveling, get some stuff down. Kind of in a weird space defense-wise, because the wall edge is here. Okay, that wasn't the wall edge. And we kind of got to have a really weird shaped wall here to deal with this little temple or whatever is intruded in. So we'll roll with something like that this turn. Slap some very basic walls in front of those to keep them from getting bumped. And, you know, do some level ups. If she's going to stay hand crossbow, I definitely want more multi-hit, and I definitely want propagation bounces, if we can get either one. There's a multi-hit right off the bat. Take a little resistance reduction. Like, my ideal thing for Meryl is going to be going heavy poison, and so we're going to go ahead and start trading hard for that. Which means ideally we need some poison here. Doesn't have to be a ton, it just has to stack up. And then on this side of things, I like the mana points option. I like it a lot better than the rest of this. Plus it's big, so we'll take it, roll with it. Goron, who I really definitely want to be going Dagger in the long run. Absolutely didn't roll into some things I want for him, so... Grab Cherry Picking. Grab Poisonous. Because ideally I want you to be close. And in fact, Poisonous spiky counter is kind of amazing, because it's lots of, if I'm close to things and causing them mayhem, then they die. Which means I really want him to have a lot of armor and block, in addition to all of the things I want for poison, which includes isolation, for dagger, which includes poison damage, isolation, whatever else we can pull out of him. But I'll take a really big, heavy chunk of armor. Additionally, I would love block. And I'll take a really big, heavy chunk of distance reduction. Because it's all damage, you know. We don't have the right weapon for him right now, and that's fine. That dude can basically hold aside. It really, really does have the music going. Love it. You know, I definitely should have paid attention to what they had going on for these trinkets. As it turns out, they're mostly fine. I don't love this focus ring. I mostly don't love this focus ring right now because the 10% damage is really big. Amused by that pick over here because I didn't even see that dude. I meant to click that guy, but whatever. quite there on those multi-hits. Yeah, every stat counts. It's, you know, noticeable. Small but real. Alright, he dies before he gets to do anything useful. Spiky counter elite. 13 back every time we hit him. So ideally we want to do it exactly once, and with 600 hit points, that's not going to be how that plays. Good news, debuffs don't count. His resistance is now negative 50. And his damage is now non-existent. And the poison hit does not count. So, he's solved. My big concern of the moment is I am running a lot of mana out on our hammer dude here. We've also just left in harm's way. Probably not much harm's way. I don't think there's more than one or two dudes back here. He's fine. Yeah, the trouble with the execute perk is you have to be in melee for it. No, her real problem actually is really stupid. Because she started with a trinket, and that trinket is worth minus 10% damage. Just that tiny amount, and it's just been enough to just narrowly adjust things out of damage range. Hey, Kinkire, thank you so much for the resub. I see you have found the shiny button. Do you push all of the shiny buttons, or just mine? I'm not sure where I'm going with that joke, but it amused me. We need money, like, in the biggest way. Which is an easy problem to solve. Gold mine exists. There we go. We can't... Can we? I can, in fact, double up on the workers on it tonight. That was not the cheap way of solving my problems, but that's okay. So we didn't generate any big corpse piles, which is fine. I'm going to ignore those in favor of eating the town. Mostly for the early materials this turn, because I would very much like to have enough materials to start cranking down Ballistae everywhere. There we go. Yeah, mana is going to be a concern, like, for a while. It's just going to continue to be a thing. Yeah, still basically a no on useful toys out of this. That's fine. We're early. We'll grab the rifle because it's the best of a bad lot. Actually, we'll grab the commander boots because I don't care about the dodge penalty on my archer. Although the 59 armor also makes it really, really tempting to throw early on Go Run, because his job of stand near things and poison them to death is kind of a huge deal. But exposes him to lots of return fire. I think we'll roll with it. Sorry, we were looking for a dagger. Hey, there's a dagger. It's terrible. We'll roll with it anyway. Go Ron, you are now in preferred weapon mode. Have a sledgehammer as your backup weapon. Yes, that sounded as silly to me as it did to you. This is my backup sledgehammer in case I need a sledgehammer. What? You know, I have definitely played with players in Shadowrun who would try for the holdout sledgehammer if they thought they could. Alright, Goron is now into an insane mode where he wants to wade into gigantic walls of monsters and stand there. Oof, hiccups. None of this is what I want for you. It's not an improvement. Don't give me that. Yeah, none of this takes advantage of those things. Take the isolation, I guess. Alright, Meryl, having picked up a bonus level, and, like, still with very much the intent that we go into Druid Staff and propagate like a propagating madman, grabs the XP bonus. Rerolls this nonsense, grabs poison damage. Does it again. Has picked up poisonous, and so does certainly want to be within, not arm's reach of a lot of dudes, but, you know, not in arm's reach. And so we can, like, take a bunch of mitigating factors for that. It's not my ideal plan, whatever. Look, I'm not talking to you, you still suck. Just give me the omen of wealth so that we're done with that nonsense. It's worth mentioning that the omen of wealth costs the same as the omen of savings and supplies and is better than both. Yeah, I think we'll start putting toward more uncommon items. It's not ideal or whatever. You're probably going to have more to say too. No? Good. Fine. Shut up. Spend on medium, spend on heavy. Debuff all the things, stun all the things. Stun all of the things again. I'm amused by that there are two different sun armors. This must not have been available until recently because we've only got 5 stuns on it. and then tonight we are literally only encountering guys from this direction, but we're encountering them very, very close. So, it may be about time to start thinking about getting a seer in this business. Yeah, those are both dead of poison. Instead of medium armor, it's a heavy. Okay. It's a bit of a waste of mana, but whatever. Yeah, we're very much in that space where she is just not cutting it for damage. This'll pass. That was silly. We got the leapfrog skill. This is cheap. Yeah, we're not going to be improving that mana probabilities. I was gonna say, she might theoretically go on a crit, but I'm not counting on it. They're eating my magic due to cope. Oh, there was spiky counter working against them. Alright, I need to hop over here, deal with that guy before he gets clear loose. The ones flickering in and out of reality are a particular type. In this case, dodgers, who have a really high dodge bonus. And hey, there's a whole explanation here. Yeah, give me your money, please. No pretty, please. I need it. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes. There's our dagger variation. And I was going to say, we're partly spent into, yes, item bonusing, so we'll go with that. Okay. Really would like to get our next character down. That is going to be expensive at best. So drop the N. Bump our money a lot. Big, huge mana penalties. Starts with a mana weapon. Not a big fan. Ed, are you better? Big, huge mana bonuses. Will not wear a shirt, but moves faster. I could roll with that. He starts with a druid staff and doesn't have the chops to take use of it, and that's kind of fine. Because I want a druid staff on our other mage, so stand here. You do not get to keep that. Have this book. Druid staff. Okay, multiple problems to solve. Alright, I don't see any big corpse piles that have items in them, and because I don't see any of that, I mostly don't care. Actually, nope, that's materials. That looked like a big one briefly, but no. Okay, everyone please, like, rotate down here in a straight line. You, as my already bumped one, please have another bump. Rotate, grab 12 mana for every hero. Yes, please. Yeah, spendy. Worth it. Alright, 4 more workers worth of 2 more workers worth of oomph. 3 more workers worth of oomph. We're not getting up to 70 gold for the next one regardless, so chunk that. We can build exactly the nothing. Kind of fine with that. That item is not amazing, but it's a step in the right direction for somebody. I don't really know who, not the point. I guess we could throw 6 mana per turn on Ed, who we just gave the Lightning Bolt book, because that's an extra Lightning Bolt every night. So, you know, roll with it. Check the shop with a kind of we are looking for an emergency item that is super helpful. Don't really see it tonight. That's fine, that's fine. That said, let's take, excuse me, our first shopkeeper's friend as part of our upgrading process. Because, you know, we make money by selling things. That is pretty much the bulk of our income. Hard. Someone is messaging me. It was the sun, but it was not critically important. Oh, where do we go from here? I don't even know. Let's level some characters. Yeah, I definitely want Toxic Leech, and I want First Blood, and I may want Vampire on him too, which will work out to this character having some ridiculous restoration of stats. And he's almost certainly going to want to go for Blood Magic. So that may be where we end up with on this dude. These options are terrible. They should feel terrible. This is not really an improvement. If we're going for Blood Magic, we'll grab Daily Health Regen, and in fact, let's plan ahead. He needs Blood Magic, he wants Vampire. This is going to be funny. Roll with it. Ideally, I would like some, actual damage here. Or great big whopping chunks of block. Maeve is not really rolling what I need from her, but that's fine. Because what I need from her is more multi-hit, more propagate. I'd swear you also had quality. Nope. No, I'm thinking the other character. That's fine. They are very rare stats. Not at all what we get often. That's fine. Meryl is rolling into all of the poison damage, which is going to be good. We'll come back to his build. He's not Edward the Vampire, he's Edward the Nudist Wizard. Entirely different. Slightly weirder. Look, it's not okay to mock a man for his slightly elfy heritage. I don't know that I can keep that joke rolling. Propagation bows. Yes, please. Yeah, this guy is set up to do gigantic lightning propagation crits. It'll be great. That said, we're at 20 after. That's only 10 more minutes for my stream time. Probably not enough to solve the night. So what we're going to do instead is set up a couple ballista, go through and bump. Three of them up to double shots, call it good. And switch that. Yes, the joke was I'm ignoring the Twilight reference entirely and pretending he's elvish. Anyway, roll with that. Yes, tomorrow we've got to pick up the seer tomorrow. We've got to finish our workers off tomorrow, but we're making progress. We'll call it good. I'm going to switch this out because there's, not enough time to get another night done for this evening. So call it good. Bear with me. I'm going to wander over here, see if we can run a raid or something out. I was going to say, who's on? Lots of folks are on. Who's on that's doing something I want? Yeah, Diablo 4 is right out. Seth Mac is ending, so we aren't raiding him. Usually he goes later than May, that's weird. I don't know. I think I'm going to call it good. No one is streaming anything I would want to inflict on you. Right. Well, we'll pick up tomorrow night. Tomorrow we're going to try and do the maps run for Final Fantasy XIV, so that'll be lots of fun. And I look forward to seeing you then. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming.